There was a tragedy in. Do you know where it happened? I actually don't know like the location. Doesn't super matter, but
Let's see here. Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a tragedy, and it looks like. I mean, I don't even know where to start with this one. It's a multi-layered story, and we'll start with the surface layer.
Mm-hmm.
These two adolescent kids. I saw 17 years old. I don't know if they were both 17. They participated in what is called. I don't. Is it actually a challenge, or is that what were they trying to start the challenge? Like I haven't seen anything else about it.
I I don't know if it was something that they started. It just I'm looking on Drama Alert now. It just says new TikTok quote stolen car hit and run challenge end quote going viral. I'm not sure if it's the one or not, but I mean this is regardless. This is the one that's everywhere, man, and
Yeah.
the video is kind of gruesome. So
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to set a new trend here. Like TikTok's getting boring, and people are creating. It's like, it's like the Tide Pod thing all over again. Except,
hmm
I mean, this is worse because it's affecting other people. But effectively, what happens is there's two young men. They steal a car. In the video, it shows them rear-ending a car, and that car goes careening off to the side of the road. And then there's an older gentleman on a bike, and I believe he was a retired police captain or police chief or policeman of some sort. And and it is brutal. Like it's hard to watch.
yeah.
They run him down, and you see him hit the car, and you see him just fly off the back of the car, and he ends up dying.
Yeah, I could read this I think it's a police report here for you if you want.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
So Las Vegas, a 17-year-old boy faces open murder charges nearly 2 weeks after he allegedly hit and killed a bicyclist in the northwest Las Vegas Valley. On August 14th, around 6 p.m., Metro Police responded to a report of a hit and run crash near Tenaway and Centennial Parkway. When officers arrived, they found a 64-year-old bicyclist suffering from life-threatening injuries. The bicyclist was taken to University Medical Center where he was later pronounced dead. Evidence at the scene and witness statements show that the victim was riding a bicycle northbound on a Tenaya when a Hyundai, driving at a presumed high speed, intentionally hit the bicyclist from behind. The driver then left the scene, police said. Police later found and arrested the 17-year-old driver of the Hyundai and determined that the car was stolen and that he was fleeing the separate hit and run and crash. The driver was also involved with several other vehicle and it ends there. So yeah, I mean, and then obviously this video was uploaded somewhere. So that just it goes back to like literally every other TikTok challenge, like you said, Tide Pods or the people who are licking ice creams in grocery stores and putting it back on the shelves and getting in trouble with the law because they recorded themselves committing a crime. like, well, actually, this isn't even the only video to come out recently of people like committing crimes and kind of going viral. Let me see if I can find real quick who it was. So these two people broke into a house of like a D-list rapper, and what they did, they slapped this guy on the back of the head when he was sleeping, and they ran away while recording it, and that was it. They didn't steal anything. Um, yeah, they broke into the guy's house. He was sleeping. They slapped him on the head and ran out. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, I think I don't remember who it was. It's not a very well known rapper, but I did hear about that. But like, okay, and condolences to the families, anybody that knows this man, because it's a tragedy. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, I'm not giving sympathy to these people because they did something terrible, but it's unfortunate for them. Not unfortunate for them, but in general, like they are going to spend a lot of time behind bars. At least they should.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, they will. I mean, if they get away with it, like they got away with murder, and I feel like once you do something like that, what's to stop you from doing it again? You
Yeah.
look at all the mass murderers or sorry, mass unalivers. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
People get timid about saying that word, but you know, we're in an age where I feel like we should be the smartest because we have smartphones. We have literally knowledge at our fingertips. You know, you could learn anything on the internet. You know, on you can literally learn how to do anything on YouTube. But we're also the dumbest generation because we film everything we do and post it on social media.
Yeah.
Like that's your evidence that will put you away for life, or
Mhm.
you know, at least get you charged with some crime like licking ice cream or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But these challenges, man, I don't know. And there was the walking into people's house, random person's house challenge.
Yeah, right.
You know, and you film yourself doing it, and it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I most of the stuff I just don't know what to say to it because I feel like it should be common sense not to do these things, but I mean, I grew up in like the Tide Pod era, right? But I didn't know anyone that did anything like that. I don't know. I just felt like it's just not something that people should be doing. And like, come on, like we're not locked in our houses anymore. We shouldn't be this bored, right? But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
it's really sad what happened to that guy. Like if you like watch it on the video, it's clear as day what they did. It's
yeah,
yeah, so
yeah. There's no question about it. Like they didn't try to like go around him. They didn't stop to help or anything. Like they run this man down and just keep going, and
hmm
it's tragic. It's terrible.
this kind of reminds me of when you might know a story. I don't know like the names, but these like group of kids, they would go up on an overpass on a over a highway and throw, I think it was like bricks and rocks onto cars, and they killed some people doing it. And then I think they got life in prison. And then some other ones, I think it had to do with like Slender Man, and this one girl like sacrificed in quotes her friend to Slenderman, and then that was just like insane, stuff that you heard about, and it just keeps happening. It's like I don't know. I think, of course, they're dumb, stupid kids, but also I think that parents need to put more restrictions on what their um, uh, children do on the internet or look at or whatever. I mean, I don't see the internet getting any less rowdy. I feel like I feel like that just has to be done at like the household instead of holding these companies accountable.
Well, right, and I mean, there's no way to like monitor every single thing that goes on any server, and they try. You know, they put the AI voice chat bot or whatever monitoring bot in
Mm-hmm.
Xbox now, and I saw too. There's like new games like GTA 6 and supposedly call it any M-rated game is supposed to have like a face, like they're gonna implement a face scanning software. So in order to buy the game, it has to analyze it has to look at your face and make sure you're not a kid and all this stuff. And they're trying, but they never will. And I always laugh. It's like the most boomer thing. I can like when people wanted to ban TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
ban TikTok, ban YouTube, whatever it is. And it would be, it doesn't matter what the app is. It's whenever something bad happens on one of them, there's people crying to ban something. You can't ban it, but like you said, if I think parenting has the most impact on these things. Like ban, you can't ban everything. You can't ban, but at home, parents can ban bad behavior, and that's the
Mm-hmm.
only place that things really change. Yeah, as you were saying, the girl that sacrificed her friend to Slender Man. I was watching a while back. There was a Dateline episode, and there was these girls, and they basically they trick this other girl into thinking that they're friends, and they lure her out, and they're going out deep into the woods to like drink and stuff, and they
Mm-hmm.
film the whole thing, and they end up just I think there's three of them, and they all have knives, and they just like stab her to death, and then they bury her
Wow.
just in a shallow grave. And they film it, and it doesn't come out for a while, but everyone at the high school is like so sad, and these girls, and it's so malicious
Mm-hmm.
because it shows like interviews with these friends, and they're just like, we just want her back, and we're so sad, and and all this stuff. And then it comes out that they were the ones that actually put her in the ground.
Hmm.
And and that was from 10-15 years ago, and so I can only imagine now like how crazy things are getting and how crazy things will get
Yeah.
with our current social media. So.
Hmm.